Today we're going to continue talking about using the law of sines, except for in this example, we're going to find a missing angle measure. In the previous two examples, the previous three examples, we were actually finding a missing side length, but this time we're going to find a missing angle. So if we look at example 1, it says find the measure of angle C. This little m represents measure. So measure of angle C, and we're still going to use the law of sines. Let's get a color. Let's try red. No, let's do a different color. Let's go with black. So in this case, we have the sine of 88 over 26, which is equal to the sine of C over 21. Still want to cross multiply in this case, so we're going to say 21 sine 88 equals to 26 sine C. Now when we multiply on the left side, 21 sine 88 is going to give me 20 and 98 hundredths, which is equal to 26 sine C. So then we want to divide both sides by 26 because we want to get the sine C by itself. And when we do this, we're going to get this decimal right here. And that is equal to the sine of C. Now remember, C is an angle measure. So we have to go into your graphing calculator and say this decimal 0.8073 is equal to the sine inverse of C. Okay, so when we put in that sine inverse, that's telling us that this number right here is actually the sine of C. When we take the inverse and enter it into the calculator, it's going to give us the angle measure. And in this case, we'll get 53 and 8/10 equals angle C. Okay, 53 and 8/10. So we can go here and we get 53.8 degrees. And that's going to be your first example. Now, the key thing here is once we get to this stage right here, this is actually telling us what the sine of angle C is. So in order to retrieve the actual angle measure, you have to put in your calculator sine inverse and then put in the decimal 8.8073. For example 2, we have a totally different triangle. However, we're still going to look for the angle C. We're going to find the measure of angle C. So notice they give us all three sides in this case, and they give us one angle, versus in the previous examples, they were giving us two sides and two angles, or one side and two angles definitely, and we had to find the other side. So here we're going to take and we're going to say, set up our proportion. The sine of 97 degrees is equal to the sine of C. All right, so we want to put that over 22 and over 19 to represent the side lengths. I'm going to cross multiply once again. Remember, cross multiplying means multiplying diagonally. Okay, so we have 19 sine of 97 is equal to 22 sine. Let's put that sine. Let's erase that for a second. S-I-N, sine of C. Okay, so when I do the multiplication here, I have 18 and 86 hundredths is equal to 22 sine C, and C is still an angle measure. So we want to divide both sides by 22 so that we can get the sine of C by itself. And I'm going to scoot a little bit over here. So when I do the division on the left side, I get this digit here, and that's equal to the sine of C. And once I put this in the calculator, 0.8572 equals sine inverse of C, so it can give us an angle measure. I'll get 59 degrees is equal to the measure of angle C. Hopefully, once again, this will help somebody. My students want me to bring more energy, but y'all have a great evening.